Hello and welcome. This is an explanation of how to solve the Excel file. It's easy. There is a report card for 10 students in grade 7, and we want to calculate the total for each student. We will stop on this cell, and then we will choose the Autosum feature. There are a lot of options you can choose from. For the total, we will choose sum. Click on sum. It will display the suggested range from cell D2, which is the grade for the first student English, until cell G2, which is for the social study. This is the correct range, so I will press enter. It will display the total for the first student. If I want to apply this function for the rest of the students, I will move my mouse until it reaches this point, and then click and drag down to apply for the rest of the students. Okay, this is for the total. For the highest mark, we will choose the max function. Click on max, and then I will select the 4 subjects here: English, math, science, and social study. Don't include the total, include only the 4 subjects, and then press enter to apply the functions. If you want to apply this for the rest of the students, just move your mouse to this point, use the autofill handle, click and drag down to apply for the rest. What about the lowest mark? The lowest mark, we will choose min. Min is the minimum value, the least value in a range of cells. I will click min, and then I will select the 4 subjects. Make sure to select only the 4 subjects. Don't include the total, don't include any other cells, and press enter to display the minimum value here. It will display the minimum value here 38. I will stop here and click with the autofill handle, and then drag down to apply for the rest of the students. The same for average. I will go to the Autosum icon, click on the arrow next to it, and then select average, and make sure this is the suggested range, which is wrong. If you press enter, it will be wrong value. I want to get the average from the 4 subjects: the English, the math, the science, and social study. So I will select the 4 subjects only for the first student, and press enter. It will display the average for the 4 subjects and drag down to apply it for the rest. This is per students, and it displays the total per student, the highest mark, the lowest mark, and average per student. If I want to display the highest mark and lowest mark and average per subject, that the subject teacher may need to know what is the highest mark in his subject, what is the lowest mark, and what is the average. So I will stop here. The same function, I will choose for the highest mark max, and then I will select only the grades for the students. Don't include any other cells. Starting from the first student, select to the last one and press enter. It will display that the 49 is the highest mark in this column. I will apply for the rest. As you see here, apply for the rest. The same as for the lowest mark, but instead of max, I will choose min. Click on min, and don't include the highest mark. Select only the 10 students, grades for the 10 students, and press enter. And then apply for the rest of subject. The average, I will select the Autosum icon, choose average, and select. Don't include the highest mark and lowest mark. If you include them, it will be a wrong value. So I will select only the 10 students grades and press enter, and then select, drag to the right. So it will display the highest mark, the lowest mark, and average. Right. What about the pass and fail? Pass and fail, I want to check if the student got a score. The school decided that if the student got a score greater than or equal 175, he or she will be passed the exam. If not, he will be failed in the exam. How can I do this? I will use the if function. If you click here, we will not find if function here. We can go to the more function icon, and from more function, search for if function. You will find it here. If it's not here, you can delete the text here and type if, and stop here and type if, and then press go to find just type if, just type if and click on go to search for it. You will find it here in case it's not in the list. And then I will press OK. Okay, it includes three fields you have to fill. The first one is the logical test. The logical test is a comparison between a variable or a value and a number. What is the value here? I want to know if the first student pass or fail. So I will select the total for the first student. And then I will check the condition said that if the student got greater than or equal 175, it means he is passed the exam. So I will type greater than or equal 175, and then value if true, if this condition is true, so the student has passed the exam. If this condition is false, it means he got a score less than 175. So in this case, he or she will be failed. Okay, and as you see, it displays that this student passed because his score is greater than 175, so it met the condition. I will press OK, and then as you see, it display pass. If you want to apply this function for the rest of the students, click and drag down to apply for the rest of the students. You will find that only 2 fail because they got score less than 175. Right, there is another part in our lesson. It's about the date function. If we want the Excel to display and show today's date, we will press equal today, and then we will open brackets and close the brackets. It means this is a function called today. If you type it inside a cell, but make sure that you type equal sign before and press enter, it will display the today's date, 5th of June 2022. If I want, sorry, if you want to extract the day from the today's date, you will type equal day and then open brackets, select the cell that contain the today's date and close the brackets, which is B3, and press enter. The same as for the month, yani for the day, we will type equal day and then open brackets and then select the cell that contain the today's date and close the brackets. For the month, we will press equal month, open the brackets, select the cell that contain today's date and close the brackets and press enter. The same as for the year, equal year, and then open brackets, select the cell that contain the today's date, close the brackets and press enter. Those for the function for the date. We have the today, equal today to display the today's date. Here equal to extract the day from today's date. We will type equal day and between the brackets the cell that contain today's date. The same as for month, the same as for year, but we will change, instead of day we will type month and we will type year. Here is another sheet for term 2, yani that was for the term 1. Okay, we will do it for the term 2. I will do it in a quick way without explanation. I will just get the total from sum, select English, Math, Science, Social Study, press enter, and then drag, use the autofill handle to drag. The same as for the pass and failed. I will choose F, select F. This time F displayed in the list. I will select F and press OK. The logical test the same. If the student got greater than 175, it means he passed the exam. I will select the total for the first student. I will type greater than or equal 175 and then If the student met this condition, his score is greater 175, it means he passed the exam. The other side, if he didn't met this condition, it means he failed in the exam. And then I will type, I press OK, failed, OK, and I will press OK. The first student passed the exam. As his score is greater than 175, I will apply for the rest. And as you see, only this student, he got less than 175, failed. And this student also, he got 173, so he failed the exam. The highest mark was max. I will select max. Don't include any other cells. Just choose the 4 subject, the grade for the first students, for the first subject, and press enter. This is the highest mark. Drag down to apply for the rest. The lowest mark, min. I will select only the cells here, the 4 cells. For the English, Math, Science, and Social Study, press enter and apply for the rest of the students. Average the same. I will select average and select only the 4 subject, English, Math, Science, and Social Study, and press enter. Apply for the rest. And here also for per subject, I will stop here to get the highest mark. So I will choose highest mark, so it will be max. I will select only the grade for the 10 students from the first one till the last, from cell D2 until cell D11. Press enter, apply for the rest. Drag to the right to display the highest mark for other subject. For the lowest mark, we will choose min, and I will select only the 10 students' grades. Okay, don't include the highest mark, and press enter to apply, and then use the autofill handle, drag to the right to apply for the rest. The same as for the average. I will select the 10 students' grades for the first subject, English, from cell D2 until cell D11, and press enter. This is the average for the 10 students, and apply for the rest of subject. The same for the date. I will apply today's date. To get today's date, I will type equal today, open brackets and close brackets. To get day, equal day, open brackets, select the cell and close the brackets. The same as for the month, but I will type month instead of day, and open brackets, select the cells that contain today's date and close the brackets. The same as for year, equal year, open brackets, select the cells that contain today's date, close the brackets, and press enter. Okay, this for the second term, the same as for the first term. Right, what about the semester 1? Semester 1 is the total of term 1 and term 2. Here we used the sum function when the cells are on the same sheet, but I want to calculate the total for the first student in semester 1. The total for the first student for semester 1 equal the total for, it's written here in the description, a total from term 1 plus term 2, yani total from term 1 plus total from term 2. How can I do this? I will stop here on the cell that I want to get the total for the first student, and I will press equal sign, move to the term 1 sheet, and select the total for the first student. So it will display, now I am in, sorry, basic function term 1, select the total for the first student, Excel writes H2, and I will stop here and press plus sign to add the score for term 2. I will go to term 2, select the total for the first student, which is the same cell H2, but here it's from term 1 H2 and term 2 H2. Don't add any other step, just press enter to apply the total. Just press enter from the keyboard. It will display the total. To make sure to make sure we can use the calculator to check our answer. The student got 177 in first term plus 186.5 in term 2. So it will display 363.5, which is the total for the first student. I will apply and drag down to apply for the rest of the students. You will get the total for each student, okay, and it will display it in the total. Right. What about the percentage? The percentage is the total divided by 400. As the term 1 is 4 subject, each subject out of 50. So the total of term 1 is 200, and the total of term 2 is 200 also. So the semester, it will be out of 400. To get the percentage, press equal and select the total divided by 400. The divided by in the computer, it's called slash, forward slash, divided by 400, and press enter. Okay, and as you see, it's in the decimal format. If you want to change it to decimal to percent format, I will show you how. But first, apply for the rest of the students. And then while you are selecting the cells, you can go to this option, the format cells, and choose, instead of general, choose percentage. So it will display the percent style. The same as for the GPA, it will display the GPA is out of 4. So I have to divide the score divided by 100 to be out of 4. I will press equal and select the total divided by 100. It will display the GPA and press enter. It will display that the first student got 3.635. So this is the GPA out of 4. I will apply it for the rest of the student. And we already know how to get today's date. I will do it in a fast way. Equal day, open brackets, select cell, close the brackets, equal month, open brackets. So this is how to solve the Excel file. We will move to the next sheet, which includes the lesson of conditional formatting and CountIf. Okay, I will go here, CountIf conditional formatting. Type. This we will use, this is some grades for map test results for the grade 7 students. And as you see, some of them has letter A next to the student name, and we didn't mention names of students, but the first student, Maslan, he was absent in the reading and he didn't finish the exam in math. And the A, letter A represents that the student didn't attend the test. And letter S represents that he didn't finish the test. Right, we will use something called conditional formatting. This conditional formatting, as you see, easily spot trends and patterns in your data using bars, colors, and icons to visually highlight. We will use it to color the cells according to their values. Yani according to the value of the cells, we can color it. How can we do this? Yani let's say I want to color the A students, the absent students, with the red color. So first I have to select the whole table, the 3 columns of the 3 subjects, reading, language, and math. Select the 3 columns, and then I will go to the conditional formatting, and then highlight cells rules, and then choose equal to, and then choose equal to. And what is the letter that represents the absent student, which is letter A. So I will press A, and you can choose the color from here. Here I choose light red fill with dark red text. You can choose yellow. As you see, all the letters, the cells that contain letter A, change the color to red, to yellow, or green. Or you can, if you wish, you can choose custom format and select your own color. But here I will select light red fill with dark red text and press OK. You will see that all the cells that contain letter A change, the color changed to red. The same as for the suspended, the S, which is, it means didn't finish the exam. I will go to the select the whole, the table, that contain 3 columns, and then I will select conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, and choose equal to, and select letter S. Now it colored with red, but I want to differentiate between the A and S. So I will choose different color, which is yellow. So as you see, all the suspended student, which is we didn't finish the exam with the yellow color, and press OK. Right, what about the student that finished the exam and got a score? I want to color them with green, so I will choose a different method. I will go to the conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, and as I see the score of the students, it's a range between 100 and 300. So I will select between. I will select between, and select the lowest mark, which is مثلا 100, and the highest is 300. And here I will choose the green fill with dark green text. Okay, and as you see, once I choose the color, all the the cells that contain number, change it to from 100 to 300, change it to green fill, and then I will press OK. This is how to color the cells according to their values. Type, what about those? Those, as you see, it's a list of numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, random numbers from 1 to 100. And as you see, the highest numbers with green, with dark green, and with the long bar, and the lowest mark with red, and with the short bar, as you see. And the more the number exceeded, the more the length of the bar. Okay, how can I apply this in this table? I will show you how to do this. And as you see, there are icon sets, which is the signal. Do you see the signal here? This is a highest mark, 95, and as you see, it's a full signal. And the least mark, 15 and 5, there is no signal in the icon. How can we do this? By using icon sets in the conditional formatting. First, I will select the table that contain the numbers, and then I will select conditional formatting. But instead of going to highlight cells rules, I will choose color scale. Color scale will scale the number according to the color you wish. Yani if you choose this, this will mean that the highest mark, the highest grades will be with the dark green, the lowest will be with the red. Here is the opposite. You can choose the color you wish. I will select this one, which means the highest mark with green, the lowest mark with red. And as you see, is it change the color from red because it's a low number, and the highest number, as you see, 95 and 85, it's in green, the dark green with 100, and the average, the number that in the medium, it will be with orange color. This is how to apply color scale type. What about the data bar? You can choose from conditional formatting. Make sure to select the table first, and then choose any color you wish. As you see, it will change, it will add a bar, the number that was high rank, yani with the highest number, it's with a long bar, and the lowest number with the short bar. Type, what if I change the number? Yani here is 95. If I change it to be number 8, once I press enter, its color changed from green to red. The longest bar become short because the number changed. What if I return back to 95? You will see the difference as you see here. Type, what about the icon sets? You can choose one of the icon sets from here. You can select the one you wish. Here there are stars as for the review, full signal, half signal, no signal, full square, half circle, and so on. But choose whatever you want. I will select the highest mark with the tick right, the lowest mark with the tick X, and the number in the middle will be from with exclamation mark. Okay, as you see, the number with the lowest mark with the red X, and the highest mark with the as you see the green tick with the right type. This is the how to use the color scale data bars and icon sets in with conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. Type. Now we will learn how to use the count and CountIf function. Count and CountIf. Count and CountIf function. Count used to count the cells that contain numbers. And if here I want to calculate or count how many students finish the exam in reading, I can use the count function. How can I use it? I will just stop here, click on insert function icon, search for the count function, and as you see, it displays its description. Count the number of cells in a range that contain numbers, and then press OK. It will display this window. You want you to select the range for that you want to count how many cells contain numbers. I will select only the reading column from start, even that include A and S, because it will exclude it and count only the cells that contain numbers. Okay, once you press OK, it will display 15. If you count how many cells that contain numbers, you will find them 15, which is meaning that the students who finished or complete the test. And then we can use the autofill handle, drag to the right to apply for the other subject, the language and math. Right, what about the letter A and S, the absent student and the student they didn't finish their exam? We will use the CountIf function. I will stop here and then select insert function and then search for CountIf, as you see here, CountIf, and then press OK. The range, what is the range? The range here you have to answer 2 points. The range and the CountIf count the number of cells within a range that meet the given condition. The range is the column of reading because I want to count how many absent students in the reading exam. So I will select the reading column, and from the criteria I want to get how many students absent, which represented by letter A. So I will write A in the criteria and press OK. It will display, as you see, number 3. And as you see, there are 3 absent students in the reading. It counts how many cells that contain letter A. As you see, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, this is easy in the low volume of the students or low volume of cells. But if you have a large amount of cells, you have to count. It will be more easily using the CountIf function. I will apply the rest, using autofill handle to apply for the other subject. And the same as for the suspend, which is the student who didn't finish the exam. I will click on insert function, select CountIf, press OK, and then select the range, which is the column of reading, and the criteria will be letter S, which is the suspended student or the students who didn't finish the test, and press OK. It will display that 5 students didn't finish the test, and if we count them, you will find 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, it counts how many cells that contain letter S as a value, and I can apply this function, CountIf function, to the rest of the subject to count how many students didn't finish the exam. And this is the end of our quick revision for the Excel. Thanks, and be ready for the exam. Goodbye.